Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. This will be a challenging one, folks. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have here, alright, it's a can of raspberry lemonade V. V is an interesting letter because to me it stands for virginity, and I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi, who I believe is the only man I want. I do, he's the only man I want, and I've kept my virginity for him. It's just for him, folks. Looks nice, except the brown has ruined everything. Looks shit house, folks. Don't know why it's done that. But yeah, virginity. V is for virginity, folks. And I've saved it up for him. And I'm hoping to get married to him soon if I can just get this material to go to air on the 6 o'clock Channel 9 news. It's really proving to be more difficult than I thought. Yeah, that's come up and really quite interesting actually. Wonky but good. Could do something with that. But yeah, I'm really missing my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to get in touch with him because I'm now postmenopausal and I have missed out on the best years of my life where I could have lost my virginity as early as 19. I really miss my partner Luigi so much. It really hurts to be away from him. I try my best to make something of this, but it's really difficult dealing with my broken past that I fucked up my life. I really fucked everything up, folks, in my life. So I'm really keen on getting in touch with him as soon as possible because it's just hurting me to be away from him. And I know the best years of my life have shot me by, and his life as well, but I just want to be able to be with him for the rest of our lives. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, it looks shit house. Looks like I haven't got much of it there. yeah, it's interesting. It's got potential, I must say. Yeah, looks interesting. Not quite what I'm after once again. Trying to get something out of this. Yeah, so virginity, that's what V stands for in my mind, is virginity. So it's important, folks, that if you want to not regret your life, don't lose your virginity until you get married. Keep your virginity intact until you get married, folks. You'll not regret it. If you find the right person, it's worth it. To have the best sex is to have virginity intact for that person that you're marrying. If you love them and if they love you, if it's a relationship worth anything, it's worth hanging on to your virginity, folks. Don't let it go. Don't waste it. Don't fuck it up. Just keep it until the right time, until the right day when you're married. I know it sounds a bit old-fashioned and shitty. I know it sounds boring. I know a lot of people just want to get rid of their virginity. They just want to get rid of what they think is a disease. They think it's a disease, folks. A lot of people seem to think that virginity is like a disease, but it's not. It's a beautiful thing when you save it up for the right person. Trying to make something of this, folks. I just can't seem to find the sweet spot to how to make this look any good. But yeah, just save your virginity, folks. You know, don't waste it on someone that you don't love, someone who doesn't care for you. You know, you just have to fucking keep it, you know, keep it intact. It's beautiful. You know, there's nothing wrong with keeping yourself for someone that you really care about, someone who you really love, someone who really matters. You know, not just some one night stand or party related affair. You know, it's really not necessary, you know, and it leads on to partying. You don't need to have sex to have a party. You know, it's just like, just the world has become so shallow, folks. It's always been like that, I guess, since pop music was popular. And, you know, nothing wrong with pop music, folks. I love pop music. But it seems like back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, everything has become so obsessed with getting rid of the virginity and treating virginity like it's a disease. And it's not a disease, folks. There's nothing to be ashamed of it, folks. If anything, if you can just save it for the one you truly love, if you can find someone who's worth of it, folks. I wasted the best years of my life because I met Luigi when I was 19, and the thing I regret was never I somehow held on to my virginity throughout the decades. I never was a person that believed in sex before marriage anyway. It was not my thing anyway, but I could have found someone else potentially. I could have been raped. I could have been I was sexually abused by so many men that I dated, and they were horrible. But fortunately, they didn't steal my virginity. They managed. I wouldn't let them. I didn't want to lose my virginity even back then. So yeah, just hang on to it, folks. It's worth hanging on to. I've got no regrets except not marrying Luigi and having sex with him and having all these other so-called relationships that were just crap, that never got me off anyway. And Luigi's the only one. And I really miss him, folks. And I've got this, and that's come up looking really quite interesting. I do wonder if I can do a switcheroo. It's really difficult not knowing how these are going to look as a switcheroo or as a... this is so difficult, folks. But yeah, don't make it difficult for your life, and just keep your virginity, folks. Just keep it. Keep it intact. Don't waste it. I don't know if this looks any better than the first. It's really difficult to know. And that's come up really nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.